I think it is clear to believe in the power of ideas.
Fresh thinking to the Manhattan Institute.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Columbia University. It's really a great pleasure to have you all here this morning on this gorgeous day for this conference, Thinking Big, New York and London, heading back to the top. If I had named it, I would have said staying on the top, because I know London and New York have no interest in leaving that perch. Columbia is really delighted to host the public session of this conference as part of the university's World Leaders Forum, initiated by our President Lee Bollinger, and as the inaugural session of the School of International and Public Affairs Global Mayors Forum. It's been a pleasure for us to be in partnership with the Manhattan Institute and the Regional Plan Association in organizing today's session. And a special thank you, of course, to Julia Vitullo-Martin and Hope Cohen for everything they've done to make this day and the last several days possible. And a very special welcome to our two mayors. Mayor Mike, the hometown favorite, and Mayor Boris Johnson have really shown what it means to be true world leaders, and have shown what it means to accomplish in a very difficult time in our nation's, in the globe's situation right now because of the economic recession. And we are so pleased to inaugurate the Global Mayors Forum with the mayors of London and New York. But I have to tell everybody in this room, and it's a very special pleasure for me to welcome Michael Bloomberg. New York City has been very lucky to have Michael Bloomberg as the head of state for the past 8 years. When we faced one of the darkest times in our city's history, he led us through to the light, demonstrating to the world that freedom, democracy, community spirit, and good old-fashioned capitalism could truly triumph over violence and terror. Thank you, Mayor Mike, for all you have done for the city of New York. Some of you might be thinking why we are talking in the context of a global economic crisis about cities. And some of you might be thinking what cities can do in the face of in this extraordinary time. A very wise man of American politics, former Speaker of the House Tip O'Neill, once said, "All politics are local." And in fact, that's absolutely true. Mayors are playing an increasingly important role in solving the globe's problem, whether it will be this economic crisis, whether it is the warming of the globe, whether it is poverty alleviation. You will see the solutions coming from our globe's great cities. And I have to add to that the role of the university is becoming increasingly important in the globalization of the world and in our quest to solve these kinds of problems. And President Lee Bollinger and our Dean of the School of Columbia School of International and Public Affairs, John Coatsworth, have really been leading in this. Columbia is deeply engaged in the life of the city and the globe. Within the city, Columbia is really, and it's hard to imagine, one of the largest and most stable employers here, and has long, of course, been a generator of ideas that have improved the life here and around the globe. From the engineers who design our basic infrastructure, to generations of writers and artists who shape our culture, to our climate scientists who are now helping the mayor make Plan NYC a reality and make our city more sustainable, our applied technology experts work with the city to maintain its leadership in the media and in tourism, People actually come up to Morningside Heights in those buses that annoy many of us, but we are so delighted to see you all here when you come. And of course, we teach and train generations of young people. I want to welcome my class, my SEPA seminar in Urban Politics and Policy, who are here this morning to join us. They were lucky to get in. We turned away over 300 students, unfortunately, this morning.